Track weather alert tonight. Winter weather advisories remain in effect throughout mid-Missouri.
ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray has been tracking the storm for us all week. Sharon, I understand that most of it's already fallen, but there is a little more snow still on the way.
Yes, on the backside of this storm system, we're going to get a little bit of snow, and there are winter weather advisories for all of our counties, and Miller and Camden County, yes, you are included in that. This continues until noon Wednesday, as we are looking at the possibility of 1 to 2 inch additional snowfall coming in on the backside of this storm system. So there is an advisory, and although it's not going to be anything heavy, you may see some snow coming down later tonight and continuing through the day Wednesday. It'll be light and it'll be on and off. Right now, you can see on Storm Track Doppler radar, we are seeing just quiet conditions at this time. However, we are going to be seeing an increase in snow out to the west. You can see some out toward Kansas City. Right now, all we are seeing is some spotty drizzle across the region, and that will gradually turn into snowflakes as we head into the overnight hours as the backside of the system moves in. In fact, there is a look at it where we stand right now, but you can see out to the west, there is some snow near Kansas City, and that back edge is what's going to be moving in. Here's a look at current temperatures. We are dropping a little bit. We're down to 33 degrees right now at Columbia, 35 at Jefferson City. These are going to continue to slowly drop just below the freezing mark here in the next few hours, and that, of course, will allow that snow that comes down tonight to stick. You can see in your out-the-door forecast at 9 o'clock at 32 degrees. Watch for refreezing on roadways. We still have a lot of slushy snow out there and wet pavement. We'll have some areas of ice around tonight because of refreezing, and then on top of that, a little bit of snow coming down. That will be increasing in the late evening and overnight hours. Again, nothing heavy. This is not anything that's going to cause major issues, but just enough to where we'll see some coming down, and it'll cover the ground by tomorrow afternoon. You can see the back edge of this storm now is pulling out of here. The area of low pressure, as it pulls to the east, will allow this backside to come in, and that is what's going to bring us our light snow tonight. Here's a look at future track. You can see just some spotty drizzle around this evening. As we head into the overnight hours, you can see how the snow increases out to the west. That is going to be light on and off right through the day tomorrow. We are going to see some snow showers, temperatures starting close to 30 tomorrow morning, and then we are going to see those climbing just above freezing in the afternoon as the snow continues to taper off to flurries. Next 7 days, temperatures do stay cold right into the weekend. Temperatures stay in the mid-30s tomorrow and again Thursday. Some snow flurries still possible from the clouds Thursday. Could even see a few snowflakes Friday due to these weak waves coming in the upper atmosphere. But as far as anything accumulating, this is the last one that's going to bring accumulating snow, at least for a few days. Temperatures are cold Saturday, 32 at Columbia Saturday. Next week, I'm keeping an eye on a chance of rain or snow for Monday night into Tuesday with the next storm system. Jefferson City, look for 36. You'll go above freezing tomorrow afternoon with some very light snow showers and then some flurries possible Thursday. A little chilly through the weekend, 34 on Saturday for you, but by next week, again, we're watching some chances of rain or snow by Tuesday. I'll have snow tracker on how much we'll see tonight coming up in my next weathercast.
Thank you, Sharon. Thousands of people are still without power across mid-Missouri, and some are preparing to spend days in the cold.
The heavy, wet snow has caused several power lines to fall, leaving emergency crews to find a place for people without electricity. ABC 17's Brad Johnson's been keeping a track of these outages. He joins us now. And Brad, I know crews are trying to work quickly, but they really do have a big job ahead of them.
Yeah, guys, the biggest problem appears to be in Boone County. There are still more than 10,000 customers without power. Columbia, Boone County, and emergency management officials have been meeting all day to see how long that will last. They're working overnight to get the power restored, but they say they're also discussing the possibility of a shelter for those that don't have electricity with social service agencies and the Red Cross. The Red Cross in Howard County has already set up shelter for people in that area. In Boone County, we still don't know where the shelters will be set up. In total, there are about 5,000 Ameren, Missouri customers without power tonight. The majority of those are in Morgan, Miller, and Cooper counties. Ameren is bringing in crews from St. Louis to help get those to help get the power back to those people, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Brad. Now, this is a live look at the roads right now in Columbia. As you can see, they are mostly clear, but they are wet. Crews are crediting drivers tonight for really staying off the roads as much as possible, which allowed crews to move quickly to plow the roads. Now, the concern into the evening is the slick patches on the roads. Road crews warn as temperatures fall tonight, roads could begin to refreeze and form into black ice.
People will likely be going back to work tomorrow as roads clear up. ABC 17's Daniel Wynn has been checking in with Jefferson City officials to the lake area. Daniel joins us now from the Cole County Public Works Building. Daniel, are we okay to start driving on the roads out that way?
Well, I can tell you the roads coming out here from Jefferson City are pretty good shape this afternoon or this evening. Compared to what they were this morning, they are 100% better. But going into tonight, we could see temperatures below freezing, and all of this slush that we are seeing on the roadways could become very, very treacherous for drivers. Going to check in with Larry Benz now. He's the Director of Public Works here in Cole County. Larry, the roads, they're looking pretty good right now.
Right now, they look pretty good. With the temperature drop that we're expecting this evening, people need to be careful. We could have black ice form fairly easy. We're going to be switching out our crews around 7:30 this evening and bringing in our night crew. We're going to send our main crew home so they can get some rest. We'll be back at 4 o'clock to check the roads before rush hour.
Now, the big question is, will it be safe for families to be going to school in the morning? Will they be safe on the roadways?
We're going to try it. Now, we are expecting more snow in the morning. They're saying 1 to 3 inches starting around 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning. So they need to get up and check their TV stations and make sure what's going on outside.
All right, thank you very much. Clearly a lot of activity here going on behind us. His crews are going to be out all night trying to keep the roads safe for you and your families in the morning. Hopefully get you to work and school safely. For the latest on-road conditions, just go to our website, abc17news.com. Reporting live in Cole County, Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Daniel. We will continue to monitor road conditions around Missouri throughout the evening. We'll have updates during our newscast at 9 and 10. Despite improvements on the roads, Columbia Public Schools says it's not safe to go back to school yet. Snow still is on the sidewalks outside of West Junior High. School administrators say they can't clear the snow in time for students to walk safely on school grounds.
We have over 34 locations, and to get the sidewalks and the parking lots cleared and the ramps to the trailers has proven to be a very insurmountable task in a short amount of time.
They still have more than 20 campuses to clear tonight, and they're hoping to reopen school on Thursday. The University of Missouri's campus is mostly clear tonight. Sidewalks, walkways, and building entrances have all been salted and shoveled. Still, many trees and branches have been knocked down. University officials have been out working on the area all day. So far, we haven't gotten any word from colleges or universities in the area about tomorrow's class. Campuses will likely be open. Still, many schools and community groups and businesses have been canceling. Here's a look at some of the top closings right now. As we said, Columbia Public Schools and the Snow Club will both be canceled tomorrow. Moberly Public Schools just called to say that they'll be off tomorrow. Boonville R1 will also stay closed tomorrow. We will continue running the complete list at the top of your screen. We're also constantly updating our website, abc17news.com. There you can sign up for text alerts to get notices of any closings.
Well, the heavy, wet snow built up and likely caused the building to collapse in Fayette. Take a look at the broken down building on Church Street. Fire crews are still on the scene surveying the damage. Now, the building housed empty apartments and a recycling shelter. Officials are still waiting on a structural engineer to evaluate the attached buildings. Church Street is going to be closed for the foreseeable future. New at 6 tonight, the winter storms, heavy snow caused trees to fall on power lines and homes and roofs, but much like that building in Fayette, they caused some problems. ABC 17's Sherry Burris has been on the scene of multiple crashes, including the break time on Paris and Vandiver. And Sherry, that we know that gas station saw some extensive damage.
That is right, Ryan. The roof of this break time completely caved in over the gas pumps. Crews arrived around 1 this afternoon to start cleaning up. And I spoke with the manager, and she said the weight of the snow caused the roof to collapse. But businesses weren't the only ones suffering from the weight of the heavy snow. Homes were damaged as well. Around mid-Missouri today, snow caused trees to fall and ceilings to collapse. The break time gas station off Vandiver and Paris Road was the first incident this morning. The canopy over the pumps caved in this morning due to the snow. No one was injured. Several trees were down on houses in the Parkade subdivision in North Columbia. Off camera, one neighbor tells me one tree fell on another, which came crashing down on the house, blocking the front door. In Jefferson City, the ceiling of a business was hanging down when the workers arrived. Turns out the weight of the snow on the roof was causing it to fall. Workers tried to alleviate the pressure. The most destructive sight we saw was a warehouse in Sedalia. The entire ceiling and front wall of the building were destroyed. But within hours, crews were making repairs. The building is in a residential neighborhood. One person told me a large bang woke her up around 6 this morning. It was the building collapsing. The break time will be closed for a couple more days. And thankfully, no one was hurt in any of the crashes of the ceilings or any of the homes with the trees today. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thanks a lot, Sherry. For more pictures of the storm's damage or to just share your own, head to our website and our Facebook page. You can look for ABC 17 News.
An officer in Boonville is injured after a tree crashed on him this morning. The officer was responding to a report of a tree down when a branch broke on top of the car. Now, last we heard, the officer was at Cooper County Memorial Hospital, but is expected to be okay.
We continue our team coverage of the winter storm. We're getting more cancellations and damage reports, and we'll update you about them.
And with just 3 days for Congress to reach a budget deal, lawmakers still haven't made a compromise. We'll explain what the mass cuts would mean for Missouri.
And coming up tonight at 6:30, we'll check in with our crews who are still on the scene of a large mid-Missouri building collapse in Fayette. We'll show you how crews in Howard County are going to clean up and how they're doing with cleanup efforts. That's all coming up at the bottom of the hour.
You're watching ABC 17 News at 6 in high definition on KMIZ with Stephanie Schaefer, Ryan Tate, Tyler Fulgham, and Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray.
Emergency rooms and paramedics have been fully staffed and on standby for any incidents in the area.
6 additional ambulances were brought in today during the height of the storm and stationed around Boone County. You'll remember last week emergency vehicles were getting stuck in the snow or traffic from other crashes. This time, they're reporting they had adequate personnel on duty and no issues.
A Cole County woman is behind bars after one of just several shootings at a Jefferson City club. Police responded to a shooting at Club Motivation this past weekend. It's at least the 5th incident at the club in the past year. No one was injured. Witnesses led officers to a white Buick. They caught up with the vehicle's owner, Ebony Bifford. Inside the car, police found a black handgun and spent shell casings near the vehicle. They arrested her for unlawful use of a weapon.
After being found guilty of kidnapping, rape, and assault, this man, Clifton Sparkling, will spend the next 30 years behind bars. An Osage County jury sentenced Sparkling today. Investigators say he and another man took a woman to the abandoned apartment on East Capitol Avenue in Jefferson City. His co-defendant, Gregory Valls, was already found guilty and is serving an 18-year sentence.
The first gun-related measure is moving through the state legislature. Missouri senators passed a bill that would give school districts the option to teach gun safety to first graders. It would also require teachers perform a simulated intruder drill with law enforcement. Supporters say the plan handles the issue responsibly compared to other measures that would confiscate assault weapons or criminalize new gun measures. Missouri Republicans offer an alternative to Medicaid expansion. Jefferson City Representative Jay Barnes filed legislation that would add some adults to the Medicaid rolls while removing some children whose parents make too much to qualify. It would also offer cash incentives to patients who hold down their health care costs. 2 House committees rejected Democrat plans last week.
And we're getting a better idea of what the sequester would mean for Missouri. According to the White House, Missouri would lose nearly $100 million in federal funding for state programs. Most of the money would come from education. The president also says military bases in Missouri would face $70 million in cuts. To get a deal done, the president wants more tax increases and spending cuts. Republicans want to focus on the cuts.
Well, that winter storm continues to pull east, but it's not quite over yet. We're going to get a little bit of snow tonight and tomorrow. I have Snow Tracker to show you how much, and we'll take a closer look at temperatures next.
Well, right now we're also keeping an eye on these temperatures, and when they start getting down to about 32, 31 degrees, because we're going to see it affecting the roads.
Yes, a lot of slush out there, slushy snow and wet pavement right now, and even some freezing drizzle coming down. Very light and spotty, though. You can see how it's affected our camera at Columbia, at Joe Machin, still sitting at 33 degrees, 35 at Jefferson City at St. Mary's, where we are going to continue to see some spotty freezing drizzle around the area through the evening, gradually getting some snow mixing in here through the evening, and then some very light snow in the overnight hours. Here's your out-the-door forecast. That light snow will likely be coming down as you head out tomorrow, but it's not going to be heavy. However, it may slow you down for that commute. Not only the temperature is going to be below freezing, and whatever's out there is still going to be frozen, but we could have a little bit accumulating in the morning as well. We are seeing those winds are going to be gusty tomorrow from the northwest. Temperatures stay well below average in the 30s tomorrow, and any light snow showers will gradually taper off through the afternoon, turning to flurries and ending. And where's this coming from? The backside of our storm, and you can see it curling up here, the area of low pressure pulling off to the east of us now. It's up in Illinois, but behind that is where we're getting this last band of moisture you can see coming in, bringing snow right now to Kansas City. And again, this will gradually work its way across the area tonight, and as it does, we will see the light drizzle and spotty light drizzle changing over to some light snow in the overnight hours. And you can see that as this continues to increase. We get a little bit of darker blue painted on here through tomorrow morning. Again, this is nothing that's going to be heavy, but some snow will come down for your morning commute. That'll gradually taper off through the day tomorrow, turning to flurries and ending. And the wind is going to be quite gusty to 25 tomorrow. Here's Snow Tracker. Now, we're looking at anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches along and north of Interstate 70. In fact, 2 is more likely in our northern counties or along Highway 24. Most areas are going to come in close to that inch mark, although there'll be some lower totals as we head down to the south near Interstate 44. Nevertheless, very minor accumulation, but again, with the temperatures below freezing in the morning, that'll again cause some slow movement on the roads. Next 7 days, temperatures stay cold all the way into Saturday. We warm slightly Sunday with a little more sun. That'll make it nice here for the weekend. Although we could have some flurries for Thursday again and Friday as more clouds move through. Very weak waves coming in, so that's not going to accumulate. But next week, I've got my eye on another area of low pressure. Forecast models are bringing that through Monday night and Tuesday. Still too far out to determine on what kind of precip it's going to be, depending on the placement. Sounds like a broken.
Yes, it does.
But we could see a little rain or snow again early next week.
Never been happier to see 40.
Yeah, and some sunshine,
and
too.
some sunshine. All right, thanks, Sharon. We continue to get cancellations into our newsroom tonight. In the last 5 minutes, Fulton Public Schools and Moberly Area Community College called us to let us know they're going to be closed tomorrow. There are just those are just a couple of dozen schools that have made that decision already. That full list will be continuing to run on your screen, and we've got those updated on our website, abc17news.com. Right now it appears colleges and universities, most of them in the area, will be back in session tomorrow. Trash collection will also resume in Jefferson City and Columbia. They did not have the trucks out today, as anyone working for the city was off unless they were needed to help with the snow. Well, too bad it's only spring training because the Kansas City Royals are just about unbeatable right now.
Too bad it doesn't feel like spring.
Yeah.
And Steven Jackson has been the lone bright spot for the St. Louis Rams over the last decade, but he may not ever wear the horns again. Tyler has the update coming up next in sports.